back in the day during the Monday Night Wars, for us, it was really just survival and us, kind of going out there and trying to put on the best show every night. If WCW was in Chicago, we wanted to put on a show after them or prior to them that they couldn't touch. And I think that's, at the end of the day, what helped us win the war. Is just everybody was willing to work harder to put on a better product. And that's what will always work. If you're willing to work harder and go further than everybody else, then you can succeed. So, it's really not changed now. It just, like you said, it's a bit more established. So how you're working harder has changed. It's not just about going out there and doing the individual show every night. It's multiple shows across multiple platforms.
All right. I have to ask this question. You talked about it, not me. I mean, you brought this up, so if you fire me for this question, I mean, it's on you. Coming up on Wednesday nights, I mean, for the first time in a long time, it appears as if there is a potential alternative market for wrestling with a billionaire guy that owns the Jaguars launching AEW. And they chose to put their show on the same night that NXT has been on for 5 years. First show they did, Cody Rhodes, the founder of it, took a sledgehammer and hit a throne that looked awfully similar to a throne that you utilize with a couple pyrotechnic things that go off in the background. Poof, poof. It looked pretty interesting. You seem to be back into a war now with a company called AEW. How does WWE feel about it all?
The war thing gets brought up a lot. And competition is great. So if they are coming on Wednesday nights and they want to put on the best show they can, great. That's where we are. We've been on Wednesday nights, like you said, for 5 years. It's been our home. We've been in discussions with various networks about moving NXT and growing it. Now's the right time. So if Wednesdays is the place, people can say war, they can say not war. I don't see it that way as competitive in that nature. I just see it as us putting on the best show possible. I think at the end of the day, the winners are the fans, and they'll choose what they want to watch. I'm confident in NXT. I'm confident in the talent. There's not one person I would trade anybody for. I can look at that show and say, bring your best, we will, and good luck.
That's awesome. That's such a professional.
And just like we did back in the day, when the NXT talent gets done, their goal will be to put on a show that they can look at the world and say, follow that.
Oh, I love that. That's what I did with punting, by the way. You know what I mean? That's what I did when I was kicking a ball. I was like, all right, whoever's the next game, follow that. Never in my life. But I respect the mindset, and I think all elite humans have this mindset where it isn't like we're competing with somebody else. If we are our best us, if I'm my best me, there's no such real thing as competition because everybody can get it. Like there's enough to go around. I'm excited for that mindset. With that being said, NXT takeovers, I didn't really know the brand much before I started working with the brand. And boy, something that you built literally from scratch has become one of the most entertaining live shows in probably live shows. You got Cirque du Soleil type athletes with an incredible toughness and a storytelling ability, both dramatic and comedy. NXT has come full circle for you. There's no way this is what you thought was going to happen whenever you launched this product, was it?
When we first started it, it was designed as a feeder, right? And it was designed, the original idea of it was basically seeing where WWE was and not seeing where the future would come from. Who is creating talent, and where are talent getting the opportunity to go and learn the right way to do things, and the correct way to do things, not just in and out of the ring, because that can be taught fairly easily, but how to produce television, how to be a television star, how to be a global star. And so it was originally created for that. And to do that, you need to have a place first you needed a performance center for talent to be brought in and the best place in the world to train with the best trainers and the best of everything else. And then you needed a brand and a place for them to go work and ply their craft and improve. and that became NXT. And as it started, it began to take on this kind of cult following very quickly. And then once we started to roll from there, people started really wanting to get involved in it, and we knew we had something special. Then the concept quickly became, we had the opportunity to create if you will, a third global brand, which is where really I think we are now. You know, this USA deal puts it at a different platform level, and the goal will be to create this to make it as big as Raw and SmackDown, and have a third brand that everybody is open to going to, so that talent can, like you said, go from one brand, you know, to Raw, to SmackDown, to NXT, to the UK, to wherever we are, and then seamlessly go around, so that they can have a very long, meaningful career, but without just being in one place.
Jeez. There's a reason the companies were just like billions of dollars.